everyone. I thought we were doing Commander decks today, but it looks like we're going to be covering Secret Lairs because you know it, you love it, and we got 3 more because the last one hasn't sold out yet. It's only been a day, but who cares? We're doing 3 Final Fantasy Secret Lairs. Let's get into it. That's right, we've got 3 Final Fantasy themed Secret Lairs. The hype just keeps coming. We're not stopping. They've spoiled all of the Commander decks already. We've spoiled most of the main set too. It's crazy that spoilers are apparently supposed to go till the end of the month, but I don't think they care too much. We're just getting on the hype train. Let's talk about the Secret Lairs themselves. We've got 3 this time, and these are pretty close to the best value in terms of Secret Lairs that I've personally covered. There have been others in the past, but since I've been doing the YouTube thing, there hasn't been a good, like a really good juicy Secret Lair, especially not 3 of them all above asking price. It's pretty crazy. I want to get into it. We're going to start right off the top with the first one, Final Fantasy Game Over. First up, we've got Spira's Punishment or Day of Judgment. This is a $1 card, $1.50 in the foil. Seen 12 reprints, last saw it 7 months ago, ranked 2000 on EDHREC. Pretty decent looking art. I like the whole tidal wave coming off Sin here. It's pretty sweet. This is from Final Fantasy X. Next card up is from Final Fantasy VIII, Absorb into Time or Temporal Extortion. This is a $16 card, $78 in the foil. Definitely a scarcity foil here because this is the first reprint we've ever gotten. It's seen it 18 years ago, ranked 8234 on EDHREC. Last saw this all the way back in Planar Chaos. After that, from Final Fantasy VI, we've got Merciless Poisoning or Toxic Deluge. This card used to be worth a ton of money. Now it's actually just kind of like, it's not a bargain, but it's a pretty decently priced board wipe. It's one of the best ones in black. It's Toxic Deluge. It's $5 in the foil and the non-foil. Seen 10 reprints, last saw it a year ago, ranked 66 on EDHREC. Super playable. After that, we've got Praetor's Grasp or Unseat the Usurper. This is from Final Fantasy 15 and it's a $12 card, $18 in the foil. Seen 1 reprint before this, and we also got a Secret Lair. It was the Kaito Suzuki one, if I am correct. Saw it 3 years ago and ranked 1389 on EDHREC. Finally, rounding out the lair, we've got a sweet Sephiroth art here in Meteor Fall or Star of Extinction. This one is from Final Fantasy VII, and it's a $1 card in the foil and the non-foil. Seen 5 reprints before this, last saw it a year and a half ago, and it's ranked 3438. Overall, it's a solid offering of cards. We've got Absorb into Time doing a bunch of the heavy lifting here, but it's a solid card. I don't think anyone realized that there was an extra turn spell in black. Obviously, someone can pay half their life, which could be a lot, could be nothing, just depends where we are in the game. But 4 mana for a potential extra turn isn't too shabby, but understand that's a lot of the layer, so if you don't want that card at all, that will affect your decisions here. But we've got $35 in the non-foil and $105 in the foil. Again, scarcity foil going on here with that Planar Chaos card, but just keep that in mind. Overall, this gets a 5 for the financials. I know I put the extras there just so you remember there is the scarcity foil, but even if you set it to the regular non-foil price for that card, it's still a 5. They did a great job. They're not overcharging us. We don't have the Marvel $10 surcharge like we did last time, so that's really nice. So this gets a 5 for the financial. Got a 3 for the playability. Some of these cards see some decent play, some of the cards just don't, and most of this stuff kind of sits in that middle. They're not staples, but you know, they'll see play. You can use them for sure. Art, I gave a 3. I feel like I'm going to get hit for that, but you know, I just think it's just okay. You know, I think the Sephiroth card, Star of Extinction, I think that goes super hard. I actually like Day of Judgment too. I really like that big tidal wave. Everything else seems just kind of okay to me. So total rating for this layer, I'm giving a 3.8 in the foil and a 4.3 in the non-foil. It is losing half a point for the scarcity foils, but overall, this is a great offering. Good way to start us off, but we've got 2 more layers to take a look at, so let's get to the next one. Next up, we've got Secret Lair Final Fantasy Grimoire. Kicking things off, it's Yuna's Holy Magic or Prismatic Ending. This is a 30-cent card in the foil and the non-foil. Only seen 3 reprints before this. Last saw it 10 months ago, ranked 13,888. This is definitely more of a modern card than it is Commander. That's why it's rated so low, but it's a solid card nonetheless. You just don't typically play it in Commander. This card is showing off Final Fantasy X. After that, we've got the big hitter of this layer. Cyclonic Rift is back, baby. We only got it last time Ravnica Remastered. We had a few cool prints. That was it. It's a $35 card in the foil and the non-foil. Seen 10 reprints. Last saw this a year and a half ago, ranked 30 37 on EDH Rec. Yeah, this is an ultra staple. People love this card. This is the first Secret Lair we're actually getting of it, so that is pretty cool. And this one is from Final Fantasy VIII. Next up, we've got Noctis's Death Magic, or DAM. This art's coming from Final Fantasy 15. It's a $2.30 in the non-foil, almost $4 in the foil. Seen 7 reprints before this. Last saw it 3 months ago. Ranked 298 on EDH Rec. Next up, we've got everyone's favorite red card. It's Lightning Bolt, or VV's Thunder Magic. While I love more VV art and I love it being a playable card, oh my god, we have so many Lightning Bolts, and yeah, where do you even put them all? Anyways, this is from Final Fantasy 9. It's 50 cents in the non-foil, $1 in the foil. Seen 52 reprints, 11 Secret Lairs. Yeah, we just won't ever stop. Never stopping this. Last saw it just 3 months ago, ranked 178 on EDH Rec. Finally, rounding out this lair, we've got a solid card in Aerith's Karaga Magic, or Heroic Intervention. It's a $10 card in the foil and the non-foil. Seen 19 reprints, but just 1 Secret Lair before this. Last saw it 7 months ago and it's ranked 34 on EDH Rec. Lots of awesome staples in this lair. It's pretty great. This one is featuring art from Final Fantasy VII. So let's look at the stats, and we've got $48 in the non-foil and $54 in the foil. Really happy to finally see some staples here getting printed into Secret Lair, into art that I think a lot of people will like. It's great, and we're happy to see it. So looking at the layer ratings, we've got a 5 for both the foil and the non-foil ratings. Yeah, there's just a ton of value in this layer, and it's not just based on one card. We've actually got a couple. Playability is a 4. It would have been a 5 if Prismatic Ending wasn't dragging it all the way down, but that's just how this goes. I don't make the rules, I just enforce them. Art, I gave it 3. I'm just not in love with it. I think some of the art does, again, look really good. I like Lightning Bolt, I like Heroic Intervention, but the Cyclonic Rift isn't really doing it for me. Yuna looks just okay, and I love Yuna. The dam's alright, but it's not giving me damn vibes. So going to the total score, we've got a 4.6 for both the foil and the non-foil, getting that half-point boost for the outside IP. No scarcity foils in sight. Yeah, this is a great layer. I mean, 4.6 is a super strong rating. These layers are doing really well. I don't think you would be upset picking any of this stuff up. But we've got one more to talk about, and it's just as good. Final Fantasy layer is Final Fantasy weapons. It's just a bunch of reskinned weapons from the game as artifact equipment stuff for Magic, and that's pretty cool. Let's talk about them. First up, we've got Yuna's Sending Staff from Final Fantasy X. This is Staff of the Storyteller. It's a $6 card in the non-foil. Haven't seen a foil printing yet, so this is the first one. Seen only the 1 reprint before this. Last saw it 2.5 years ago. Ranked 3206 on EDH Rec. Next card up is Blade of Cells. This one's from Final Fantasy 16. We've got Clive's Invictus Blade, and it's a $4 card, $5 in the foil. It's seen 6 reprints, one of those being a Secret Lair. It was in the Assassin's Creed one. Saw it 2 months ago, ranked 979 on EDH Rec. After that, we've got Cloud's Buster Sword, or Umezawa's Jite. This starts coming from Final Fantasy 7, and it's a $10 card. $9 in the foil. Seen 4 reprints, 1 in the Secret Lair. I saw it 2 years ago, and it's ranked 3130 on EDH Rec. Next up, we've got a crowd favorite, Gaia's Dark Hammer as Colossus Hammer. This is from Final Fantasy 14, and it's a $3 card, $7 in the foil. Seen 4 reprints and 1 Secret Lair. Last saw it a year and a half ago, and it's ranked 1265 on EDH Rec. Finally, rounding out this layer, we've got Titus's Brotherhood Sword from Final Fantasy X, which is Sword of Truth and Justice. It's a $33 card, $37 in the foil. Seen 2 reprints, 1 being a Secret Lair. That one was Neil's Ham. Last saw this almost 3 years ago, ranked 1595 on EDH Rec. Fun fact, the designer of the Final Fantasy X Commander deck that's going to be releasing along all of this said that this sword, Sword of Truth and Justice, and Yuna's Sending Staff, both of those cards are in Final Fantasy X. The Final Fantasy X deck could really use both of these cards. They obviously couldn't put both these cards in the deck because that would make it way too valuable, and you can't sell a precon with that much value in it. But don't worry, just like you can buy DLCs for video games, this Secret Lair is the DLC for that Commander deck. Just snag this layer, and then bing bang boom, you've got 2 great pieces you can put into that deck. Just like that, they even match up thematically. What's better than that? Spending $80 and then another $30 on this? Let's go, $110. And it's still, unfortunately, I think a better deal than the Secret Lair deck that just came out. Everyone's invited. That one hasn't sold out yet. Uh-oh. Looking at the stats for this Lair, we got 55 bucks in the singles, 64 in the foil. That's pretty great. These are solid offerings. Every time you get a sword, it's always pretty good, but there's also some good other stuff in here as well. All of this is pretty playable too, which is great. Let's take a look at the ratings. So looking at the ratings again, we've just got a 5 for 5 for the foil and the non-foil. Everything's just been crushing it in terms of single prices here. I really like to see this. This is back in the day when Secret Lairs actually used to be worth something. We're getting back to that. I really appreciate that. Playability is a 4. These are all playable cards. While they're not ultra staples, they fit well in the decks that want them, and they do see a lot of play. Art I gave a 4. I think this one is a very clear level above the other 2 offerings. I really like the look of these. I think Yuna looks clean. Clive looking badass with the myriad being shown off, with his reflection being in the sword. I think that's a great little look. No one's going to dog on the Buster Sword. You can't dog it. You're not allowed to dog on the Buster Sword, and it's Magali, so that looks great. And I think Gaia looks pretty dang sweet holding that hammer. So overall, I actually really like this. It doesn't go together really thematically, except for, I guess, Yuna and Titus, but I still think it's worth a 4. We're not going to push this to a 5. Let's not get crazy, but this is a good looking Lair. I'm happy with the way all of these cards turned out. So total score for the last Lair here, Final Fantasy Weapons, we've got a 4.8, the highest score we've given in since I can remember. We're getting a little half-point boost here from that outside IP, but I think it is well deserved. All 3 of these are great Lairs. I think they're all pretty good pickups. If you don't like Final Fantasy, that kind of sucks. But if you do like Final Fantasy, these are very easy pickups, especially if you don't have the cards. I really like all of them. I think they're going to be horrendously hard to pick up, because last time we had an IP this popular, it was Marvel, and the whole system crashed out, and it was brutal and awful. So I hope it doesn't go that way. I hope they fixed some stuff since then. But overall, in terms of just talking about the Lairs, I think these Lairs are great. I'm very excited for them. This is a high note. This is good. That's all I got. We actually have some solid Secret Lairs coming. I'm really excited about this. Oh, I almost forgot to mention, they're doing some crazy bundles for this one as well. You get a Gilded Lotus if you get the bundle, which is it's a cool card. Gilded Lotus is fine. It's not like the best card ever. I think it's like $1. If you know, you know. If you don't, go play Final Fantasy VII. I'm gonna be doing Commander stuff soon, so if you want to see my Commander content, I'm not gonna be reading you all the cards. There's like 100 new cards. You don't need to listen to me rattle off the new cards for 2 hours. There's plenty of other people that will do that for you, and they're great, and you should watch their content. Or if you just want to read them on Scryfall, that's good too. I will, however, be giving you the cards I think are worthwhile as singles coming out of that very soon, as well as the deck breakdowns, both financial and playability. It's 400 cards. It's going to take me a little minute. I appreciate your patience. But yeah, that's what's on the docket coming up soon, and then we'll have the deck stuff that I talked about in the previous video coming up as well. So stick around and stay tuned for that stuff. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.